There's a version of you that you don't see. The one hiding behind comfort, excuses, and fear. The version that tells you it's okay to rest a little more. It's fine to skip today. You've done enough. That voice, that quiet, persuasive whisper, is not your friend. That's your weakness speaking. And here's the truth. You'll never destroy your weakness by reasoning with it. You have to become someone it's afraid of. Every day, there's a war going on inside you. You don't see it, you don't post about it, but you feel it. The battle between what you want now and what you want most. Between comfort and growth. Between the version of you that's soft and the version of you that's unstoppable. And every time you choose comfort, you feed your weakness. Every time you say, "I'll do it later," you make that voice stronger. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you hand your weakness a weapon. You know what discipline really is? It's not waking up early. It's not grinding every day. It's declaring war on the version of you that's trying to destroy your potential. It's looking that voice in the eye and saying, "You don't control me anymore." Your weakness wants you predictable. It wants you easy to control. It wants you tired, lazy, distracted, scrolling instead of building. It whispers, "Take it easy." But when you listen, it wins. That's why growth hurts, because every time you level up, your weakness loses ground. Every rep, every early morning, every small step forward is you tightening your grip around its throat. You want to know why success feels lonely? Because not everyone's fighting their weakness. Most people made peace with it. They've learned to live with their excuses, decorate their cage, call it comfort, and convince themselves it's enough. But you're not here to live peacefully with your weakness. You're here to kill it. Think about it. Every great person you admire, they all went to war with themselves. Kobe Bryant wasn't competing with other players. He was competing with the version of himself that wanted to quit at 4 a.m. David Goggins wasn't trying to prove anyone wrong. He was proving to himself that his limits were lies. They weren't born different. They became different the moment they decided to stop being slaves to their weakness. You have that same choice, right now. You can either keep listening to the voice that says, "Tomorrow," or you can become the kind of person that voice fears. Let's be real. Your weakness will never disappear. It will always whisper, always tempt, always find new ways to crawl back in. That's why you have to stay dangerous. You have to stay hungry. You have to stay stronger than the version of you that wants to give in. Every day you don't quit, it gets quieter. Every day you push through, it loses its power. Every day you show up, you reminded who's in control. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to be powerful. You're supposed to get up again and again until your weakness starts hesitating before it speaks. There's a moment that happens when you truly flip the switch. It's when your mind says, "I don't care how I feel, I'm doing it anyway." That's the moment your weakness realizes it's not safe anymore. That's when it starts to fear you. When you get up without motivation, when you train even when you're broken, when you move forward with nothing but willpower, that's when you become dangerous. You're not running from weakness anymore. You're chasing it, hunting it down, breaking its grip on your life. And every time you do, you evolve into something new, something sharper, something unstoppable. You want to know what strength really is? It's not muscles. It's not success. It's not even confidence. Strength is the ability to keep moving when the weak part of you begs to stop. It's choosing pain over peace, progress over pride, and discipline over desire. You think your weakness disappears once you succeed? Number. It just hides behind bigger goals. It'll whisper again. It'll tell you to take your foot off the gas, to relax because you've made it. But that's the trap. The moment you stop fighting your weakness, it starts growing again, and soon it'll own you. So you don't stop, you don't slow down, you keep building.
Because your weakness never sleeps, and neither can your discipline. There's a monster in every one of us. Most people feed theirs with fear. The strong feed theirs with purpose. Your weakness doesn't fear your words. It fears your consistency. It fears your routines. It fears that you'll stop making excuses and finally act. You want to scare your weakness? Do exactly what it tells you not to do. Wake up early when it tells you to sleep. Work when it tells you to rest. Speak when it tells you to stay silent. That's how you win. Because when you do the opposite of what your weakness demands, you build the version of yourself that dominates it. You build the person your weakness fears. One day, you'll wake up and realize the things that used to break you don't even move you anymore. The voice that used to hold you back is now silent. And in that silence, you'll hear something new. Confidence, power, peace. You'll realize that strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you build by choosing pain over excuses, again and again. You'll realize that your weakness didn't die. It just bowed down, because it finally understood. You became something it can't control. So listen, if you take one thing from this, let it be this. You don't rise by killing your weakness once. You rise by killing it every day. You rise by showing up when it hurts. You rise by doing what the old you couldn't. Don't aim to be perfect. Aim to be feared by the version of you that used to quit. Because when your weakness fears you, nothing can stop you. Not pain, not doubt, not failure. You'll become the kind of person who doesn't wait for strength. You create it. So stop running. Turn around. Face your weakness and make it afraid. Because this time, you're the monster.